Welcome to the program portion of the April meeting of the Yolo Amateur Radio Society Mount Baca Repeater Club. I'm Bill Ragsdale, K6KN, and I'll be presenting the story of how to support memory programming of your transceivers. Usually this is for VHF and UHF transceivers. However, most HF ham radios now have internal memory. We all have an HT. Maybe we have two. Maybe we have three, plus a mobile radio, and maybe an HF base station. CHIRP will come to the rescue. It's a program that runs on a PC, a Mac, or a Linux computer, plus it's free. CHIRP will let you program a new radio without pushing those pesky little buttons. It lets you easily make memory changes in an existing radio. You can copy memory settings from radio to radio, and each radio settings can be stored on your computer. CHIRP supports 46 brands of radio. Here's a selection of the most popular. We see Alinco, Baofeng, ICOM, Kenwood, Yaesu, and Wouxun. For Baofeng alone, it supports 62 models, and for ICOM, 25 models. You need a USB cable that fits your radio. More about that later. Simply plug into your radio's port and turn the radio off. Sometimes a specific setup is needed for a particular cable. Again, we'll talk about that later. So, start CHIRP on your computer and begin by clicking on Radio. From the pop-up menu, pick Download from Radio. The port should be automatically selected for your cable. You then pick the radio brand from the pop-up menu. Remember, there are 46 different brands. In this case, we're going to pick Baofeng. Then from another menu list, pick the model number. And again, we'll be using the UV5R. Then click on OK. The instructions submenu specifically matches each radio. Carefully follow the instructions ending in OK. The Clone Progress menu should appear, or else you might get an error message if there's a setup problem. The green progress bar tracks the process over about 30 seconds. At the end of this download process, you'll see the result. It's the contents of your radio's memory in a spreadsheet format. It's a little clipped here, so let's expand it. You now have your radio's memory fully laid out. You can set or change any entry. These models cover the receive frequency, the call sign, and any tone required. Possibly squelch mode, any DTCS code. If you're crossbanding, they give you the repeater offset direction and frequency, and the communication mode, FM, SSB, AM, and finally the power level that you choose. So let's review what you can do. Using this spreadsheet format, you can read, modify, and write memory data for your specific radio. You can save a radio setting. This might be for normal use or if you want to record a special event. All this is archived on your computer. Most importantly, you can have the same settings across all radios. For setup, CHIRP recommends the following vendors of cables. BlueMax 49ers. This company gives monetary support for further CHIRP development. And Valley Enterprises, which is the best-known company. And finally, Cobalt, which is a company I know absolutely nothing about. These firms all use the FTDI serial chip, and that is important. The not recommended company is RT Systems. They have competing software which must be repurchased for each radio type, and they have not used the FTDI chip, which requires a special setup. CHIRP has a brief but complete user guide posted on its website. It's complete, but there is no other user manual. However, some hams have put out cheat sheets for specific radios. Look for them online. The CHIRP negatives, well, as I just mentioned, documentation is sparse, and the software is not forgiving on the USB cable setup. You may have to use your computer utilities to reassign the port number. The positives, CHIRP supports 46 radio brands and about 100 models into this very convenient-to-use spreadsheet format, and then it's free. But if you like it, and I'm sure you will, come back and support them. I suggest a donation of $25 to $50. You can get CHIRP from your PC, Mac, or Linux simply by downloading at chirp.danplanet.com or Google CHIRP download. Remember, it's free, but do make a donation. This completes my CHIRP presentation. Thanks for watching. This is Bill Ragsdale, K6KN, now returning you to the YARS monthly meeting on K6MVR 73.